Right, November 4th, someone is hitting the screens. So guess who? Janhvi Kapoor and Sunny Kaushal. So Janhvi Kapoor anagane enti mana Telugu kochesinda anukoddu, but it's of course a Hindi movie, but she has come to Hyderabad. Let's welcome her, a beautiful Janhvi and a beautiful sari.
Thank you.
Yes, who's this beautiful lady, the Janhvi Kapoor in sari? That's the first thing that anybody would get in a mind. But what are you in actually? That is this you or somebody who we see very often in Insta?
I don't know what I am. I think I'm a little bit of everything. But I think at the heart I'm just a simple girl who likes to act, loves movies, and loves to eat and travel. That's about it.
Loves to eat.
Okay.
But still that she's so fit and toned. How is it possible, Sunny?
I don't know. I have no
Sunny,
idea.
tell me how is it possible?
Maybe she works out a lot.
Okay.
She works really hard, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I work out a lot.
Yeah, yeah. He gave you that hint, but yes, of course that you work hard, and yeah. So tell us about Mili. So it's a remake of Helen from Malayalam. So what made you to say yes to this?
I think that the scope that it offered me as an actor, I think to push myself, and I think that it was a genre that I personally love watching. A survival thriller. I think it's a very interesting genre, and how passionate my father was about the subject, and Mathu sir, the director of the original film, I really think he's a very talented director, and I really wanted to work with him. So
does dad picks the the subject of the movies, or you do it?
I mean, Mili, he got to me, but otherwise I pick the films that I want to do, or
yeah. So
and
some
sometimes
people
he doesn't agree with it, but I do it anyway. But
some people say that Janhvi is bit in a like hurry to accept kind of a movies where that hatke kar rahi hai. So just she wants to prove as a method actor. Still there is a time for that. So what do you say about that?
I do want to prove myself as an actor and as a performer, but I'm just doing films that excite me, and I think organically things that excite me are challenging things. But having said that, I do want to do a mainstream, fun, light film. I really do just want to do a light film. I'm a little tired of being in distress and crying on camera now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so rom-com, as people say that that's your favorite thing. Yeah. So Sunny, tell me, bhai, kaise Vicky sir kaisa hai?
Ekdam fantastic, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah. So what do you see the major difference in both of you?
In both of us? He's married, I'm not.
Okay, why not?
Abhi tak, sir, I haven't got the chance to get married. There's still time.
Okay. So Mili working with the Janhvi.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it?
It's a fantastic experience. I think she's one of the more gifted actors that we have in the industry.
Oh wow.
And yeah, you are actually. I find new adjectives every time.
Yeah,
It's
I love doing
amazing,
interviews with you because I get such a confidence boost
Yeah.
after.
No, she is, and I mean that's the beauty that she doesn't know it. I mean, she puts her heart and soul into it, man. You should just see her perform and transform into Mili in this film. I think she's done a fabulous job, and I did it because I love the original film, Helen.
Yeah.
Right, and it's a fantastic film, and I really wanted to be a part of such a story. So when it got adapted into Mili, and I read the script, and I was like, okay, this is great. And Mathu sir is making the film. He himself is directing the Hindi version as well. So I was like, I have to be a part of this film, definitely.
Yeah. So what did you think? I mean, what was your first thought like when they roped in this project?
So my first thought was that it's not just a survival film. Like that was the thing for me. That it's although the survival of a girl in a freezer forms the backbone of the film, it majorly talks about relationships and how you shouldn't take them for granted. And it portrays a father and daughter's relationship so beautifully, and there are so many layers to it that it's not just that when you're not fighting, you're not fighting. When you are fighting, you're fighting. It's not just that. There are always many layers added to every scene, and that's the beauty of this film. And the way Manoj sir has also, Manoj Pawar sir, who portrays Janhvi's father in the film, he's performed in the film. I think he's just
yeah, I heard that you were saying that resonates your dad and yourself when it comes to the characters as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what exactly that that you
What's in what we have in common? I think that just how responsible Millie feels in taking care of her father, especially his health. I think I feel that way about my dad. I think how childish Millie's father is. I think Papa can be childish like that
Yeah.
also. Yeah, he woke up I think a week ago and his one eye was swollen and I was like, Papa, your eye's swollen, I think. And he's like, I'm fine, brother. I'm fine. What do you mean? And then he looked in the mirror and then he called up the doctor and then he called me. He was like, Peter, I'm getting really scared. What happened to my eye? Like he was like a kid and then he called me. He goes, Peter, I'm actually very scared. Like I'm okay. And I was like, yeah, Papa, it's probably conjunctivitis. So he's like a kid and he's taken care of everyone his whole life. And I think my high in life and my aim in life is to now be able to do enough to take care of him so that he can finally be stress-free and at peace. I think that's my goal.
Great. That's a daughter. The major difference between a daughter and son.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. So though that sometimes that we may not like to speak about mom, of course, but we can't be resist asking about mom. That what do you say in family? What do they say? Looking up to you, like at your career, that the way that you're moving forward. And acting, of course, people will resemble obviously that identify your mom in there. So what do you think?
I mean, I can understand why they would draw comparisons. I am her daughter, but I think if anyone thinks I resemble her in any way, it's an honor and it's extremely flattering. To me, she was first my mom and then an actor. I think that it's tough
for you.
Yeah, it's tough for me to look at her the way everyone else looks at her, because to me she was my mom first and foremost, and I didn't know her acting life as much. So yeah, I think the only thing I can say is I hope I'm making her proud.
Wonderful. Yeah, we are sure about it. Like going forward. Yeah. So this attire that what you are now, that we see your mom, like whenever she was in Hyderabad or South, that part, like she always used to be this way, elegant. Okay. So is it in you, besides acting skills, like he said that you're taking her legacy, of course, moving forward?
I mean, I think you organically look up to your parents and you learn from them, and she loved saris, and watching her wear saris and pleat them and put them on and look so beautiful, I think I organically love wearing saris as a result. And I guess our tastes are similar, and I felt I was coming to Hyderabad and just felt like something I wanted to wear.
That's nice. And Hyderabad, how is it being here, and why is it taking so long, like you being in Telugu movies?
That's a very good question. You should ask your producers.
Okay, producers, she's right there, so she gave you a green signal. Yeah. So I mean, should we believe that no producer hasn't come yet?
I think things haven't worked out for whatever reason they haven't, but I think whatever's meant to happen will happen, because I think it should happen in the most special way possible with the most special people possible, and not because of anything, but just because of my love for Telugu cinema and my extreme keenness to work in a Telugu film. And I really pray that it happens in the best way possible, and I hope that it happens soon.
What could be that special thing that you're looking for?
I don't know. I don't know. Just a good film.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. So actress, it is very natural that one movie made really big hit, that you would think like what you would have done in that particular role, if you were given a choice or chance.
Have you seen Mahanati?
Mm-hmm.
I think that Kirti ma'am
Kirti
was.
Suresh, yes.
She was unbelievable in that film. She was superb. So I don't think anyone should even attempt it. But yeah, that was one role where I was like, wow, what a role! Like I would die to do something like that.
Great. So Sunny, if I ask you the same.
That one film that I saw and I felt. It's a very difficult question actually. Yeah, recently, not because he's my brother, but I saw Sardar Uttam.
Okay.
And when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is like, if my first thought was like, shit, if something like this comes my way, will I be able to do what he did? And it's purely as an actor, I'm talking about it. So yeah, that was my most recent.
It came out during our shoot in
Our
Dehradun
shoot in
only.
Dehradun, and I remember I had a day off, and I was alone in the room and watching it, and I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop
No, I
crying
remember
watching
you
that
telling
movie.
me.
So yeah, it was Sardar Udham. It scared me. It scared me to watch that and to watch somebody perform like that.
At
Do you-
that
do you-
level, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to perform like that intense characters? Like
I would love to do something like that, something that challenging. You know, obviously not the same, because how do you do the same thing? But yeah, something that challenging, to be able to portray such depths of human emotion. You know, that'll be great.
Yeah, yeah. So about Janhvi, that we just hearing that sitting in the back seat, that
Yeah.
so much of a gaga, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
jokes cracking them and
I have
laughing
to
and
know.
all. You had to live with that.
Please.
I have to say all those things.
Okay. Who gave a hard time to who?
Did I give you a hard time?
No, you
Yeah,
didn't
be
actually.
honest.
No, she did not give me a hard time. In fact, she was absolutely fantastic.
He was too scared to sit next to me.
Not scared, shy.
Why is that?
That's
He
two very
was-
different
Why is
things.
that?
For the first 20 days of shoot, I was
Too
wondering
much, not
why.
20 days. Yeah. 20 days?
For the first 20 days, you didn't even say hi to me.
What?
Sorry. No, he said hi to me. He said hi to me very sweetly. But on the 21st day, after I cracked some 2-3 jokes, he pulled his chair and he was like, "You're okay if I sit here?" And I was like, "Yes." Like, why weren't you sitting here before? I was getting bored.
Why is it that? I mean, you were like
He's
that
a proper gentleman, which I actually have a lot of respect for.
Okay.
I mean, that's how
So
it is.
you mean you don't get to see that kind of a gentleman's more in the Bollywood or
No,
the
no,
film
you
industry?
do, you
Yes?
do, but I thought it was very sweet and charming and very gentlemanly the way that he conducted himself on set.
Yeah, I'm sure that
Yeah,
you
like
will.
it felt like he'd been raised very well, like a man.
Wow.
Thanks, sir.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. So many have asked you the same question. Okay, so that who you want to work with when it comes to Telugu cinema. I'm sure that you must be watching Telugu cinema. That how the South is. I won't say that it is overtaking North, but it has become pretty much like a Indian cinema. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Which is great.
accessibility and the connect that Telugu film has is.
You know, it's so beautiful. I remember when we were growing up, we were watching dubbed movies on TV.
Indra
Right?
the Tiger.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
used to
yeah.
love Indra the
Aryan.
Tiger.
Chiranjeevi's.
Yes, I loved
Okay.
Indra
It's
the
amazing.
Tiger.
You know, we used to watch dubbed movies, and there was so much connect, and that's a great fan following.
Mass.
You know, that full thing. And now to be able to see that actually coming
Yeah.
to life, and as one Indian cinema and everybody coming together to make movies, I think that's great.
Great, yeah. But
It's
you know, I
fantastic.
think they were building their connect and their trust and their reach with the audiences through all of these dubbed films. And then now finally they've come with a bang, and I'm happy. I'm so
fantastic.
proud.
Wonderful. So, I heard these questions like somebody else was asking though, but still I would want to ask you that besides Junior NTR, you said that, you're waiting to work with him, that who else?
Let this happen, then I'll think of who else right now. I really just want to work with Junior NTR. so.
Okay, so, what kind of role? Because, the kind of roles you're opting, they're very
I
much.
don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to be
Yes.
in distress anymore. I want to
Yes.
be happy.
Yeah,
I want to make people laugh.
But if you cry with happiness, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
that is different, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'll
from
cry a
Dadak,
little
she's been
bit.
crying.
Yeah, if
seriously.
if like in the film someone's troubling my love interest, then I'll cry for him. But otherwise, I don't want to cry. And I want to do comedy. I want to make people laugh. I want to dance. I want to do some romance and Nakhra Vakra and
Oh,
Adaigi.
yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
do
her
all of
mom
that.
was a legend in that
Yeah.
particular
Oh,
thing,
she's
the
so
comedy
good. I really wanna
and
do all of
everything.
She's so good.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Wonderful. That, how is Katrina? That a new person in a family.
Yep.
That how are you going along? That
Oh,
everyone-
beautifully.
Yes.
Beautifully. I think the way she's become part of the family, and the way everybody's just gelled together, I think it's beautiful.
Okay. So what tips like Kaushal gives you? And
Vicky?
Yeah.
He doesn't give me tips.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
He doesn't need tips.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why I
is
said that.
Is it like a swag or like what exactly is it?
No, there's no because I think we both. Ek to he's not that old. You know, he's just 1.5 years older than me, so there's not much of a difference, and we've grown up as friends more than anything else. So we don't have that kind of a relationship where we tell each other, okay, do this, do that, or you know, this is how we should conduct, because we've grown hand in hand together. And I think we understand that it's being an actor or being a creative person, it's a very individual line of work, and you have to see everything from your own perspective and not a borrowed one. So it doesn't really make sense to tell somebody, okay, you know, this is how you should look at it, because no matter how you say it and how much you say it, the person will look at it the way that person has to look at it.
Correct,
you know,
correct.
so.
Yeah. So Janhvi, that you know, why only remakes? If I may ask, that you know, you're making.
I mean, not only remakes. Kunjan wasn't a remake. Ruhi wasn't a remake. Bawal and Mr. and Mrs. Mahi, my next 2 films, are not remakes.
You got me.
Yeah, I have done 3 remakes, which I guess is a high number of remakes for someone who's done 5 films. But I think it's coincidental, and I think it was made with the intention of just telling the same story to a larger audience, because the remakes that I've done, barring Dhadak, the Hindi belt or the Hindi speaking audience hadn't seen Kola Mavu Kokila or Helen.
That's Jerry?
Yes, because they haven't been dubbed and released. So I felt like I wanted these stories to reach people, and I wanted the honor of playing these roles.
Since you mentioned that, you know, Indra the Tiger earlier, did you watch any Chiranjeevi sir's movie? You know, particularly I'm asking because that was a biggest hit that, you know, of South Indian cinema. Even today, if I ask the producer, what is the biggest movie of your entire career of 40, 50 years, he mentioned that name, Jagadeka Veerudu.
Oh yes, his film with mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jagadeka Veerudu.
Yeah, Chiranjeevi sir and you know,
where she plays like a fairy or something.
no, she's an angel.
Like an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never got a chance to watch any of her movies?
You know, I really wanted to watch it because my bedtime that was actually my favorite story that mom would tell me during bedtime.
Really?
Yeah, but we could never find the DVD of that film. We could never find the DVD.
I heard somewhere that, you know, producers are planning South Indian here. They would remake the same movie with Ram Charan and you.
Oh, that would be lovely if that would happen. But I don't think anyone should do anything that my mom has already done.
Oh, you're not open to that?
I don't know if audiences would be open to that either.
Because, you know, she did a lot of, you know, stories that, you know, that can be remade. Don't you think so?
Yes, but I think when something so iconic has been done, I don't know if it should be.
You don't want to copy that. Or you don't
want to touch it. I mean, there's no scope for it to be done in any better way. You know. So that's
wonderful. So what, you know, Mili is. I mean, what kind of experience or expectations that audience should come to the theaters?
It's definitely a very new experience. It's an immersive experience. It's an experience that'll move you, make you feel warm, even though it's set in a freezer. But
good one.
But it's a new experience, like I said, and it's a thriller. And hopefully, you'll leave feeling like you've watched something new and refreshing. And yeah, it'll make you laugh. It'll make you. I don't know what else to say. I feel like
it'll make you laugh. It'll make you definitely make you cry.
It'll definitely make you cry.
It'll scare you as well.
Okay, we have been waiting. Now that, you know, we'll wait another 2 days.
Oh shit.
To cry in theaters.
All the best.
2 days.
Are you nervous?
Very.
Yeah. So you still, you know, feel nervous? It's almost like 6 movies, and you know, a dad is backing you as a big producer there.
Yeah,
and,
but none of these things are sure what the audience's reaction is going to be. Plus, it's my first theatrical since Ruhi, and Ruhi released when we were at 50% capacity.
Yeah, right at the cusp of
the second wave. Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be full house, I hope.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
Absolutely.
Wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
We would want to see you more often in Hyderabad. Okay, not just for the interviews, but, you know, Telugu movies. I must insist. Okay. Good luck, Sunny.
Thank you so much. Sir.
I think it's too early to ask you for the Telugu movies, but, you know, as
I don't mind.
You said this is the first time coming to Hyderabad. So
baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sir.
Good luck.
Thank
you so much for being with us. So hope you all enjoyed with Janhvi Kapoor and Sunny Kaushal. Thank you for watching.